Hey, welcome! Today we're going to dive into this really powerful framework from a clinical psychologist, Dr. Lasater. Think of it as a blueprint for building a life that's not just, successful on paper, but a life that's genuinely ready for a real, lasting partnership.
So the source material kicks things off with this beautiful idea from Khalil Gibran. And this is such a key point, right? It's not about finding your other half to complete you. It's about two whole, complete people coming together to reach for something even bigger. That really sets the tone for everything we're about to talk about.
Okay, so that leads us to the big question. What's the real secret sauce? What's the actual foundation of a great, lasting partnership? Is it just about chemistry or having the same hobbies? Well, Dr. Lasater says it's actually something we have to start building way before we even meet the one.
And here's the core idea, and it's simple, but man is it profound. Before you can build a life with another person, you've got to have your own life, your own solid foundation already well under construction. So what does that foundation actually look like?
So Dr. Lasater gives us this amazing metaphor of a life foundation. I want you to picture yourself as an architect for a minute. You just can't build a strong skyscraper of relationship on shaky, uneven ground. You got to pour the concrete and lay the groundwork first, piece by sturdy piece. And here it is, the blueprint in a nutshell. Your entire life foundation, everything you're building, rests on these three massive pillars: self, work, and relationships. Each one has to be strong and stable on its own to hold up the life you want to build, and that includes a partnership.
All right, so let's dig into these three pillars. What are they actually made of? What are the essential building materials you're going to need for each one? Okay, first up, the self pillar. This is all about your inner world, It's the nuts and bolts of how you take care of you, physically, mentally, emotionally. It is without a doubt the bedrock of your personal stability.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Yeah, of course, daily self-care is important. But look at that first point. Developing a recovery plan for past emotional challenges, this is huge. It means really facing and working through the old stuff, trauma, baggage, trust issues, so that it doesn't secretly sabotage your future. This is how you become a truly stable partner for someone else.
All right, pillar number 2, work. Now, this isn't just about punching a clock. This is about building a career or a vocation that not only fulfills you, but, and this is so important, gives you a real sense of independence and personal power.
And that last point on the list, it's absolutely crucial, being able to manage your money and support yourself. Why is this so vital for a relationship? Well, on a practical level, it's your safety net. It's the freedom to leave a situation that's not healthy. But on a deeper level, it's about the psychology of it. When you're financially independent, you enter a partnership out of choice, not out of need, and that allows you to build something from a place of real strength and equality. And that brings us to our third and final pillar, relationships. And I want you to notice, this isn't just about finding romance. It's about learning the practical, real-world skills you need to connect with everybody, friends, family, colleagues, in a healthy and respectful way. I absolutely love this last point about practice relationships. This completely reframes how you look at past relationships, doesn't it? They weren't failures. They were field research. Every single one was a lesson that taught you something about what you need, what you absolutely can't live with, and what real compatibility actually feels like for you. It's like collecting crucial data for the future.
All right, we've got the blueprint. We know what the pillars are. Now for the really practical part. How do you figure out how strong your own foundation is? It's time for a little honest, constructive self-check.
And the good news is, Dr. Lasater gives us a super simple 3-step way to do this. You literally just go through those 15 tasks we touched on, you give yourself a score from 0 to 20 for each one, and then you add it all up. It gives you this incredibly clear snapshot of where things stand right now. And look, this is so important to hear. This is not a final grade on you as a human being. It's not a judgment. It's just a tool, like a flashlight. It's designed to shine a light on the specific spots in your foundation that might just need a little more work, a little more reinforcement. So this doesn't just feel like a theory. Let's actually look at a few real-life examples from the source material. We can see how these scores and these ideas play out for actual people.
Okay, take a look at this table. You've got Nicholas, who is killing it in his career, but his self and relationship scores are pretty low. That tells him exactly where he needs to focus. Then there's Brianna, who's still working on things across the board, and the system just says, not ready yet, which by the way is totally okay. And then look, even Dr. Lasater himself, the guy who made the system, scored himself as almost ready at age 31. It just goes to show you, this is a process. Nobody's perfect.
So when you see all this laid out, you start to realize something really important. the single most important project you will ever work on in your life, it's not finding a partner. It's you.
I mean, the source just hits the nail on the head with this one line. 2 dead batteries can't start the car. It's so simple and so true. A relationship can't create its own energy out of thin air if both people are showing up totally depleted. You have to bring your own charge.
And that's really the big shift in thinking here. Your main goal shouldn't be about going out and finding the perfect person. It should be about becoming that person. When you focus on building your own strong foundation, building a life that you love, you naturally become the kind of person who is ready for a healthy, amazing partnership.
So that's the final question I really want to leave you with. Just for a moment, forget about the search, forget about dating apps, forget about all of it, and just ask yourself this. Are you, right now, actively and intentionally building a life that you truly love on your own terms? Because that right there is the strongest foundation of all.